Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Steel Division 2. So what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to be playing this live, and I'm going to go ahead and actually make some adjustments to the battle group that we did come up here. Well, come up with the help of Aleksandar the First. Aleksandar the First Lovas. And we'll go with that one. So he did write to me. I'm just going to go ahead and bring up the actual comments here just so I can go ahead and implement the changes. Now, I actually do quite like the battle group. I think we did have some issues, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to address those. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring it up over here so I can actually see what is in the new one. Yeah, in the new one. Okay. Just be 2 seconds here, guys. I mean, we did well. I think the issue is when it comes down to the, yeah, the issue is when it comes down to lots of armor. And that is a difficult one that we have to deal with. But I don't think we struggled too badly. I'd love to see how this baby performs online. So what we're going to be doing is taking it online here, really. Then seeing what we can do about that. Okay, let's see. Just bring up... There we go. Okay, so we've got the updated list over here then, so apologies there for the wait. Reconnaissance, okay, so the Feldorito Juro, so they're being downgraded from elite to veteran, okay. Still keeping them in the A phase over here, that is fine. These are the Juro, okay. Yep, A phase. There we go, keep them at veteran. There we go. Okay, so we do have another one over here. Hello there, how you doing there, Doomsday? Good to have you, my friend. I'm just going through the actual battle group here at the moment. It's going to make the adjustments that Aleksandar has suggested. Okay, so we have the Feldorito. I'm absolutely butchering these names. Okay, so we're going to move these guys. Yep, they're going to stay in the B phase here at elite. That's fine. We're going to keep the Sasba at elite as well in the B phase. Okay, so that is reconnaissance done there. So basically we've gained additional reconnaissance over here, which is not a bad thing at all. They do after all have the two MP40s over here. So at the end of the day, they can actually look after themselves to a degree. Not particularly well, but decent enough. Okay. Let's see. Moving on to the infantry, right then. So let's see here then. We've got our hussars over here. So we have now, yep, 2 of those. We're keeping these guys at veteran in the A phase, that's fine. We have our hussars over here. Yeah, I'm enjoying the Hungarian army. I think it's really interesting, actually. I like the way it plays because it's very much like a mix of almost the Axis. Well, it's almost like the German and the Soviets in a weird sort of blend. I don't know, it's strange. In some ways, it plays almost like a World War I army, in the way that it's very much geared around the infantry with their rifles. There are some MGs, but I don't know, it's interesting. I don't think it's got massive strengths. It's not an OP division by any means, but it's very interesting, actually. Now, it's going to go ahead and make these different changes. Okay. So we have 2 units of these guys. Yep, there we go. Actually, we've got 3 of them here. Apologies, I'm trying to read this off the phone. I can't fit the entire comment on one screen, unfortunately. Okay, so these guys are in the A phase. Okay, yep, these are A. Veterans. Veterans, of course. There we go. Okay, so it looks as though we're going to drop one of these divisions over here. Well, one of these squads. So we'll drop them. Okay. These guys over here are being moved to the A phase as veterans. Okay, so we still have 6 squads of them. That's not bad. I'll actually remove them and then add them again just to make sure these changes go through. Okay, there we go. Add them again in the 38M Botond A. Okay. Now, the Lovas that are over here. Okay. They're being kept in B at veteran. Okay. Right, okay. What armored vehicles do you have access to? We do have the Torans, which are basically the Hungarian tanks, which are quite interesting, actually. They're rather intriguing. We do have Toldis as well. They're not half bad at all, actually. Okay, so these guys have been brought in as elites. Yep, there we go. And now we actually do bring in one of these squads, one of these units. we're going to bring it in the C phase as veteran. Okay, so I can understand that. Basically, that is going to give us a lot more infantry to play with later on in the actual game, which is nice. As these guys are pretty damn good. They have the FEG 31Ms, nice range there, nice rate of fire to be honest, very nice rifle. Hello there, Honorus, how you doing there, my friend? Okay, moving on into the tank phase, here we are. So, we do have, yeah, this is what we're equipped with here as the Hungarians. So we do have the Torrent, we've got the Torrent 2 over here as well. Now this is the model that I actually do have, but it's the Torrent 3 where there's a difference in the turret and it is a larger gun. So it's an interesting vehicle, it's very much, it's not exactly going to be a Tiger, I can assure you that. Okay, so we're going to have the 40M Torrent, so let's just get rid of everything here, re-add it as a suggestion in the comment here. So, we have the 40M Torrent 1, okay, we're going to bring this in the A phase, that's elite, okay. 41M Torrent. The Torrent 2, here we go. We're bringing this in B phase as elite. Yeah, these guys are going to be working to support the infantry, really. And then a 40M Torrent 1 PK. So this is basically our leader unit over here. Increases the effectiveness of our forces. Okay, moving on from the armor into the support here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just drop everything here, just make sure we can add it properly. Okay. So we are just taking the 35/42H Batono B, which is basically, yeah, baton. There we go. Bringing this in the C phase, and just regular, basically bring the numbers. So we have dropped the mortar here. I don't think I have access to the. Do I have the 44? No, I don't seem to have the 44 over here, unfortunately. Yeah. Actually, you know what, Doomsday, I think that's the model I've got, the 44M. I'll have to put a picture up on the actual Discord later on so you guys can take a look at it. I've actually primed it today as well, so we'll be painting that later on. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of all these guys. Okay, so we're going to take a 40mm in A phase at elite, which I think works very well. They are very capable. Surprisingly capable, really. Surprisingly capable. So, in the B phase, we are going to take the 75mm guns at veteran, so we'll have 3 of them, which is pretty good. We'll take the Jagdpanzer 38T, the Hetzer over here. We're going to have this come in the B phase at regular. So basically we'll benefit from having 6 of them, which is not bad at all. And then in C phase, we're going to add on some more 75mm guns. Bring these guys in at... Ooh. Now, it's 2 at an elite or 4 at veteran. I'm going to bring them on at veteran due to the fact that, well, this is where a lot of tanks are going to be in play. I'd like to bring them at elite, but I think having another 2 of them could be quite nice. I think 2 of them is a little bit too low. So that's a little change I made there. Okay, on into the anti-air. Yeah, okay. So, he makes some changes here. The 28/39M 80mm should only be used as a last defense. Okay, yep. You convinced me about the Nimrod. He struck me as a light armored but heavily armed multi-purpose vehicle, so you need only to be careful so he doesn't get flanked or too close to the front lines. Yeah, they are superb. So what we're going to do here then is actually bring the Nimrods in the A phase. Yep, there we go, at regular experience. It's a shame, I wish I had more Nimrods. These things are amazing. We are going to take the actual 28/39Ms, and we're going to bring them in the C phase at veteran. Though, we get 2 guns, but then again we had 2 guns over here, so it's not as if it's a spectacular difference, really, is it? I could bring them in at regular, where I'd have potentially 4 of them. I'm going to bring them in at veteran, actually. We'll go ahead and do that, then. We'll give it a go. Right, yo. Yeah, they're being transported by the Hansa Lloyd. It's a nice vehicle, actually. Moving on into the artillery. Okay, what we're going to do here, then, is, yeah... he puts in the artillery phase. You did a good call here by having the 2 gunning guns, which is not bad, actually. They're going to come in B phase at elite veteran C. There we go. And now into the air. Just going to get rid of all these guys over here so I can just see what I have and what I don't have. Okay, so Junkers 88D1, veteran in the A phase. Okay, so I'm looking for the D1. There we go, yep. Now, this is important, actually. He does put here, for your style of gaming, is the air reconnaissance. Yeah, for your style of gaming, the air reconnaissance is very important, so here you have it. Which, yeah, I mean, this is it. I really did feel like I was lacking it when I didn't have the access to the air reconnaissance. Now, I could bring them in at elite difficulty, well, elite veteran C. Which, you know what, I think I might do. I think if they are more survivable, that's probably better. I'm going to have fighter support on hand, so they are going to be looked after. We do have the Nimrods in the A phase as well, so these can look after them. Okay, so that is the Junkers 88D1, our aerial reconnaissance. Now we're going to bring in the Junkers 87D5s. We're going to bring in the heavy payload variants over here. Okay, A phase at elite, there we go. And once more. Then the Junkers 87 with the cluster munitions. Bringing that in at elite as well. There we go. Now, the Focke-Wulf 190s. Okay, there we go. Bringing these guys in A phase at veteran this time, actually. Which I can actually agree with, to be honest. If I bring... Well, then again, if I bring them in at veteran... I do have a second one. I could bring them in at elite. Though, I do wonder about online. Obviously, we are going to be going up against human players, so it's going to be pretty different. I wish I could see how good or how much of a difference it made. Actually, I take that back. That was a Focke-Wulf 190 F8. That is the fighter bomber variant. This is a fighter. Okay, yep, A phase, and we have to bring them in at veteran. There we go. And over here, yep, bring you in at elite. I could potentially go for two of them. Might not be a bad idea to bring them in at veteran. I'm going to go ahead and go for that, actually. Okay. So there we go. We're at 50 out of 50 this time around, which is good news. Okay, so it goes on here then. In summary, my division layout has a point value of 5,085 points, which is fractured into Phase A, 1,945 points. Okay. 1,945 points / points earned. Maverick plus 750 start points. Okay, so that is in the A phase, 950. So 1,950. Phase B, we have 1,910. And phase C, 1,230. Okay. So it gives me some alternatives here. Do forgive the like sporty nature of the video. It's mostly because I'm having to read a comment from a from off my phone here, so it's not very well done. Okay, so it gives me some alternatives here. So I could dump the Torad 1 from phase A, get the M05, M05 76.5mm artillery for phase A, if possible. Okay, and let's take a look then. So we do have the Toran 1 over here in phase A. And let's take a look at it. It's got a 40mm gun over here. We do have 50 AP shells. We have 25 HE shells. Now, that's a decent enough amount of armor here in the A phase. Now, what would I be looking to replace it with if I did that? So I'd be looking to bring in, I believe it would be this gun over here. Yeah, okay. So, the range is pretty nice. We do have a few shells there. It could be very handy, actually. I think what I'm going to do here, then, due to the fact that I didn't really make that much use of the Toran 1s over here, I'm actually going to drop the Torans here this time. We'll see how we get on. Okay, so in the A phase, I could have potentially 4 of them, which is not bad. Actually, having 4 pieces of artillery on pretty, lights, well, yeah. That's not bad. We're light on experience, but having 4 of them isn't bad at all. I could go for 2 at, 3 at veteran, or 2 at elite, actually. That's not bad at all. 60 points there. It could be potentially worthwhile to bring them in. Though I think what I might do here then, I'd love to know what the difference is between regular veteran and elite, to be honest. I am half tempted to bring them in at elite. The reason being, this is 120 points versus, what, 240 points. I mean, 240 points is a lot to spend on some relatively light guns. So I'm going to go ahead and bring them in at elite in phase A. So because there's a little bit more artillery. We are very much a division that relies upon the infantry to a degree, so I think having artillery is not a bad thing at all. Okay. Not too bad. Right, third alternative. Okay. Second alternative, dump the Torad 1 from phase A and 1 plane from phase A, get a further infantry leader squad, okay. Our third alternative, dump the 28/39M, 80mm from phase C. Okay. So that's in addition to doing that. Okay. What I'm going to do here, then, we are going to be playing online. I'm going to be looking towards a 2v2, actually. Maybe a 1v1. I think we'll go for a 1v1. That's the best way to test a deck, isn't it, really? So, I could potentially drop the 28/39. And we do have 125mm penetration there with the AP shells, which is less than stellar. And of course, it is obviously a AA gun. So we'd really only be left with the Nimrod there as AA. But then again, I'm not going to rely upon these guys as my AA to a degree. I don't really have that many of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop out this big gun over here. Now, I could go ahead and actually bring in the Tauran back into phase A. I can't afford anything here. Let's see. What do I have in support that might be potentially more attractive? Let's see. I'm not seeing anything here that's particularly spectacular. Right. I could potentially bring in more infantry. No, I can't afford that. That's a shame. Okay, what I'm going to do here then is actually bring the Tauran 1 in phase A. I'll give them a go with the elite experience there. I think that'd be required. Now, I do have 1 point spare. Where can I potentially spend this 1 point, if at all possible? Looks like it's going to be in support there. Okay, let's take a look at support then. So I do have these guys over here with the flamethrowers. It's not too bad, it's a small squad. We do have these hussars over here. So this is a commander unit. That's actually not a bad thing. Okay, we might go ahead and bring in the commander unit then. Yeah, I mean, that's a 4-man squad there. We obviously do have 2 Hungarian SMGs over here. And we do have 2 German-made MP40s over here. So we take a look. Range is about the same. Accuracy is higher for the Hungarian SMG. Rate of fire is slightly lower. Suppression 16, suppression 12, blast 26, 26. Okay, 9mm rounds, 9mm rounds, okay. We'll go ahead and bring them in. It won't be a bad idea just to have that additional bit of infantry there. Okay, so they're coming in the A phase. What I'm going to do is instead, let's see. Oh, I only have the option to bring them in the A phase. Okay. That is a lot to put onto that one unit. I could potentially in the A phase bring in some infantry guns over here. How do these stack up compared to the actual... I mean, obviously they do have less range, but how do they stack up to the one... Yeah, to the 76.5s. Okay, blast is 5174. I mean, this is 60 points. You are 30 points over here. Short range at 2,000 meters. Okay, what I'm going to do here is a little bit different to the suggestion. I'm going to go ahead, drop these 2 guns over here, so that leaves me 48 points. And what I'm going to do then is actually take you in the A phase. Now, these are pretty light guns. I might bring in a couple more of them, actually. I could bring in 4. I'll go ahead and bring in 4 of these guys. They are direct fire. Oh, are they direct fire? Oh, I see. Right, okay. Thank you for telling me that one. I didn't realize about that. Thank you very much, Grim Harbinger. Still. Yeah, okay. Not worth it then if it's direct fire. That makes a lot more sense now. I was wondering about the 2,000 meter range there. Okay, we'll bring the 76s back in then here. They have been redeemed. I'll go ahead and bring them in at elite again. Okay. So, support... Yeah, we'll bring in... It's either flamethrowers, but I've already got flamethrowers. I'll go ahead and bring in the commander infantry over here. This is a very good unit. Ideally, it will make itself known. Okay, so we'll go ahead and use that. So that is 50 points here. It's going to be interesting. So save a deck. There we go. We're going with Maverick once again. Obviously, phase B is where we really shine here. I could go with potentially Vanguard, but I'm not going to do that. I like the more balanced approach here. Okay, so double check that we have it saved. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and try out the online. Okay. So I could do a 1v1 here, which I'm going to do then, so we'll create that. And... there we go. I tell you what, I'm not entirely sure how you actually change sides here. Obviously, I don't want to go as... okay, let's see. I tell you what, this is like the first time I've actually done this, so do forgive me here. Okay, let me just figure out how you actually set this up. 1v1, okay, public, yep, that's fine. Right, how does one change sides? Do forgive me here, guys. Ah, there we go, switch teams. Right, fantastic. So wait here, we're going to play on Orsha. We'll go ahead and play it on Eastern Front. We'll start with the 750 points there. Okay. Is that you, Harbinger? Okay, that's kind of cool. Wait for them to ready up. I need to actually learn what the hotkeys are, to be honest. But if I do badly, I'm going to blame on the fact that I'm actually going to commentate this. Okay, so we'll go ahead and launch. Ideally, we have a good game. Okay, press Q for units to move under cover as much as possible until spotting an enemy, then stop and engage it. Okay, not too bad. Okay. Have the infantry deployed over here? Well, the reconnaissance aspect of that. Now then, I could have them move up just at this point over here, actually. I think what I'm going to do here then is actually have two of them deployed here. Okay. Well, thanks, Grim. You're going to probably kick my ass. Thank you for making me look good. Okay. Bring you in over here, then. Right. Now, I might want to take a look at actually differentiating my infantry here. So I'm going to bring in one squad. Well, then again, what I might do is actually bring them in pairs. That might be a better way to do this. And they are cheaper, so it's probably not bad. Bring in some cheaper infantry over here. Right, okay, so I could go for 2 infantry on, yeah, 2-2. Some to take the actual tree line and to take control of the village here, if possible. So I'll have them deployed here. Okay. Right, bring in my 40M. Not many of them left. I'm going to look towards using them all here at the start. Mostly due to the fact that I need to get them bloody well deployed. Okay, I could go for a Nimrod. We could go for the artillery piece. I'm going to bring in one of them, actually. I'm going to bring it in over on this central position over here, actually. Have you selected as one. Going to have you unload here automatically. Okay, so let's see. What I'm going to do first and foremost is I'm going to grab a Focke-Wulf 190. Now, I do need to go ahead and try to project control of the skies to a degree. So I'm bringing a Junkers 88D1 here. Bringing the second Focke-Wulf 190. Now, that's quite a heavy amount there. So let's take a look then. We could try and back up our forces over here with a Turan. So bring in one of those bad boys. I'm going to bring in a Turan over here. And let's see, I don't have many points left. So I'm bringing another reconnaissance squad over this way. So that does leave me with only 5 points here remaining. So what I could potentially do here then is try to make it towards this building over here. Possibly so. I could have them deploy over here, and then at least I can actually spot the hell is coming. So I'll have them deploy over there. I'm going to have my 40M over here, so this is a 40mm AT gun. That's going to deploy on this position here as well to try and control that road. What I'm going to do then is have you move up there, basically covered move, that hunt move, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I would like you to unload over there. There we go. And over for you. How do we wish to use you? I'll have you take position up over that way. I mean, this central hill is actually really quite a good commanding position of the battlefield here, so that's pretty nice. Okay, so I do have my AT gun. Now, take a look at the actual position. Probably better to have it deployed maybe about there, but then again, if I have it deployed about here, I can cover more ground. There's a lot of open ground here, so I'm going to have it deployed about there. Hopefully that'll work out nicely. Okay, let's see here. We'll be done in just a few moments. I'm going to have the AT gun deploy. I'd like it to deploy about in this sort of position here. Possibly there, or possibly elsewhere. At least this way it can cover this approach. I do want it to be able to cover the road. This road over here, so I'll have it deploy about there, actually. Now, do forgive me. I'm not very good at this game, so this is probably going to be pretty bad. Okay, have the reconnaissance move in there. Okay. Right. Okay, have you deploy there. have you go ahead and deploy there. Far forward if you can do. Okay, at least we do have some armored support over this end. I think I accidentally took one of them away, didn't I? Possibly. What have I done here? I've done something. As is typical. Okay, what I'm going to do then is I could potentially have them here. We'll have them move to that position there. Okay, and you can move up to that position there on the other side. Actually, I'll have you about there. Now, I could have them deploy you about here and then move on in, which is probably not a bad idea. But we'll see. Okay. Right, you need to deploy about this position here. We need to get you as far forward as possible, actually. Well, you'd want to set up your artillery in the forest and try to use the forest cover, forest as cover for your infantry pretty much. Okay. Have you unload when you can. Right. Hide anti-tank gun in the forest. Yep, that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to have it hide about this point over here on the road, if I can do. Okay, now the Tauron is going to be really quite important here, actually. He's going to be important to try and establish control of the area early. Okay, I think I must have taken a tank from somewhere. I could have a tank brought in over here, but I think it might be better to actually bring in some additional infantry. I could go with 35 points in there, or I could go with 30 points there, bring in a leader. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in an actual commanding unit over here, have them brought up to the church there. Okay, so that leaves us with 5 points. We do have our Fokker Wolf, we have our Junkers 88D1, and let's see how the Mayhem goes. I'm going to get my ass kicked. Okay, bringing in reconnaissance. Okay. What I'll go ahead and do here. Basically what I'm looking for is I'm looking for targets. A little bit of lag there. Okay. Range in. Okay. Right, bring in the artillery over this way. A little bit of lag there. Right, take out his AA. Okay, assets are moving up. Fire's coming down on this position over here, that's looking good. Okay. Okay, our vehicles are moving in. Well, our aircraft moving in. Okay, our forces are moving in here. What I'm going to do is actually bring some infantry to this position here. Okay. You weren't able to move up, that's not good. Okay. Have them unload. Right, move up there. God damn it. Wow, that thing is really slow. Right, unload in that position there. Right, you get in position here. Okay, gun's not in position as of yet. Okay, just have you move up quickly if you can. Okay, by aircraft. Right, let's come in and try and take out that vehicle there. Okay, I do need more infantry on this side over here, so we are going to go ahead and bring in some actual hussars. Bring in 2 squads of those guys, bring up a Tauron over here. Right, this gun needs to move into this position over here. Okay. Let's see, we do see a light tank over this way. We can see that our vehicle, well, our aircraft has been trying to take out the BA-10. What I'm going to be doing then is actually, yep, so the 40M is engaging. I'm going to bring up another Tauron over here actually into the center. I'm going to be looking at bringing one up over this way just as a sort of reserve to a degree. Infantry's moving up over this way, yep, okay. Vehicle's going to be moving, well, anti-tank's going to move it into position. Right, we are in position here. Where is my reconnaissance? Bring my reconnaissance over this way, let's get a better idea of what's going on. Let's go ahead and bring in our artillery. We can see that there's infantry over in this position here, so let's try and deal with that. We do have our infantry over in this way here, keeping on moving there. What about the Torrent? Torrent's going to be moving up here to support the actual infantry. We do see that the AT gun is not in a prime position as of this moment here. This time, it's going to move it up. 40M is taking shots of that. Okay, I do see a mortar team over here. I'm going to go ahead and target the mortar team. There we go. Try and gain some value there. Okay. Going to move up the Torrent 2. Torrent 1, sorry. Okay. Move into this position here. You can unload over here. Okay. Well, we know that he's in this town over here, so I'm going to move the infantry over this way. You can see that there is a vehicle there. What I'm going to do is move that gun. Now I'm going to be looking towards bringing in more air power here. We are lacking on the air power. So let's see. I'm going to bring in a Focke-Wulf 190 F8. The reason for that is pretty damn mobile, pretty damn quick. Okay, bringing the F8 over this way. I'm going to bring in the actual light. Okay. Yep, he's looking towards surrounding us here. Let's take some shots over here with the actual gun. Move up the tank to support. Okay. Focke-Wulf is coming in here to support. Right, Torrent's coming in. Artilleri's coming down there. Right, take out that vehicle. Right, bomb run coming in. Keep on back. I think they landed about there. Yeah, about there. Now, we are pinned down. Ideally, that did cause some damage to the actual forces. Okay, I want you to reverse back to this position over here. Your gun has a jam for the time being. As we can see, that there's enemy vehicles over this way. Okay, so we're going to be looking at bringing in a Junkers 87 with the heavy payload there. Actually, this is a cluster munition, so we're going to be bringing this in. Now, I'm going to be looking towards bringing it in over here onto these vehicles. They're doing a number on me, and I can't really respond to that to a degree. Okay, our infantry isn't doing too bad. There we go. Not doing too bad here. Right, our fighters are off station here for the time being. Junkers 87 still on station here. We're going to use this as a target. Spotter. Bringing the Junkers 87 here. Now, he does have AA trucks, but they haven't been doing too terribly much to me at the moment. Right, what I'm going to be doing is actually bringing in some more infantry over this way. We did lose our vehicle here, unfortunately, so that is a shame. That is due to the fact of these guys over here, the M5Ls. Now, he does have two of them. These are light tanks. He's moving them up over here. Let's hope that the cluster munitions can deal with this. Okay, what I'm going to be doing here is bringing in additional air power. Another Focke-Wulf. There we go. That is both of those out, and we have secured that little victory there. I'm going to be bringing in the actual Focke-Wulf over this way to actually try and secure our forces. We did lose our squad here, so that is a disadvantage. Now, I don't have much in the way of points, but we do have our artillery piece there supporting us. We do take the town over this way. I'm going to be pushing up. Okay, so we can see that he has troops there. I'm going to move in to try and support against them. I'm going to have the Torrent 1 actually move in to support the actual units here on the ground. We can see that we have these units over here. What I'm going to begin to do now is move up towards this position. These forces are going to begin to move up this road here. Have the reconnaissance move up. Have the Torrent move up over there. Now, I don't have any additional air support available at this moment in time, unfortunately. We do see this infantry out in the open, so it would be a real shame if we didn't take a shot at it. We're going to bring the Torrent 1 up here then to actually support. Right, take a shot from that position there. The MGs over here are going to start opening up. We do have 3 of them. That's very good. Okay. We do have infantry moving in over this way. Going to have them unload over there, and then they can move on up over this way. Okay, so we can see that the front is moving back here. What I'm going to do then is actually move this. Right, we do have a couple of shells. I'm going to bring in that fire down there. Torrent's doing good. Okay, we can see that the enemy's over this position. What I'm going to do here is get into this building here. And, yeah, okay, they're moving up. Bring the infantry back. We are not capable of taking them on close in. Okay, the Torrent's moving in there. I'm going to have it move into these buildings over this way. We can actually move into a point where it's covered. Okay, keep on retreating. I do have the Junkers 88D1 on station once again. Let's bring it in. I can't win a battle without seeing what's going on. Okay, let's bring in our forces over here. Right, we do see that the infantry is over in this position here. Okay, I do have a Focke-Wulf 190 on station as well. Let's bring in the Focke-Wulf. Okay, the Torrent's over here. Let's bring the Torrent back. It's no good to me dead. Right, pull back to this building over here. Okay, we do see a truck over there. Right, now I do have a Focke-Wulf on station. Going to bring Focke-Wulf in. Focke-Wulf's going to be here to support our troops. Now, let's see. I do have some flamethrowers, but they're not until phase B, actually. Okay, that is a shame. What I'm going to do here then is bring another artillery piece. Okay, let's see. We do see a reconnaissance vehicle over this way. I'm going to bring in my actual reconnaissance asset over this way. We do see something over this way. More assets over here, bringing artillery down to this position here. Okay, they're running low on ammunition actually, but we do have some smoke shells available to us over here. So what I'm going to do here then is actually begin to smoke out this position here. We know that it was moving some assets down that way. Okay, let's see. Right, move up. Reconnaissance vehicles on station now. We do have our Focke-Wulf on station. Bring in the second Focke-Wulf. There we go. They've got a little bit of lag there, unfortunately. Do forgive me on that one, guys. Okay, at least it gives us some seconds here to figure out what we want to be bringing in here. Now, let's see. I could bring in a Junkers 87, so I'm going to bring another Junkers in here. I think this is all about having control of the skies. I'm going to come on increasing that. I very much do favour having control of the skies. Okay, so we do see a Tiger down this way. Right. We're looking towards putting some smoke down there. What I'm going to do then is actually look towards moving up some infantry over this way. Then again, they are in a solid position, but then again, what's the point of being in a solid position if you're not able to make use of it? Okay, so we do see a lot of infantry in here. We are going to bring in a lot of firepower to deal with this. I do have a Junkers 87 able to handle this too. Okay, take these vehicles out. Right, Focke-Wulf has dropped its payload over here. We do see enemy tanks over here. We do see our fighter is not actually engaging. Let's take out that reconnaissance vehicle. I do see a Valentine. Now, Valentine is obviously a British-made tank. It does have a decent amount of armor, but it's nothing that we can't deal with. It is very slow and very vulnerable. Let's see. We do have our other Junkers over here. We have an additional Junkers 87 coming in. Right, reconnaissance needs to identify a target for me to actually engage with here. Reconnaissance is in a okay position. It's not in the best position. I'm going to look towards bringing in the tank over here to support this. We do see additional assets here. Right, bring in the actual fire support here. Right, the actual fighter can go ahead and intercept that light vehicle. Valentine over there. I'm going to bring in the cluster munitions over here onto the Valentine. Keep up the fire. Keep up the actual rate of advance on him. I need another Focke-Wulf 190 over this way. We're going to bring in another Focke-Wulf and another Junkers 87. Beware in 1 minute, indeed. Okay. There we go. You'll get plane countered, indeed. So what I'm going to do here is actually bring in some Nimrods. Okay. You can see a big push over this way. No, I've not been pushing over on this side, so I'm going to be going ahead and changing that. Okay, bring some more hussars over here. Indeed, phase B coming. Right, let's go ahead and deal with this. Okay, cluster munitions coming in down here. That has been taken out. Okay, let's go ahead and deal with that 42. Okay, so we can see that we do have our Focke-Wulf on station. Junkers 87 moving in there. I don't know what happened there with the lag, so I don't know whether we took that out or not. Okay, bring it over this way then. Okay, I'm gonna bring in another Focke-Wulf. Right, okay. Right, you can't move in on your own. So reverse. Okay, move up to that building there. Okay, we can begin to try and move up towards this position here. Actually, no, I take that back. Right, have our turret move there. Okay, yep, so it's still on station, bring the fighter. Okay. Right, let's go ahead and take out that actual US-1 MGT van. We do see our vehicle destroyed. Right, bringing that ground pound over there. I'm going to bring in another Nimrod over here, actually, into the center. Okay. Right, you're evacuating, okay. Keep up the actual watch of the ground. Okay, we are in phase B now, so we are going to go ahead and bring some flamethrowers over this way. He's definitely shown the fact that he wants to engage on this area, so we are going to bring that to him. Bring some tank support over there. I'm going to bring in some additional... another leader over here. Okay. There we go, enemy... Right, evac. Evac. Okay, I'm going to bring in the Focke-Wulf as well to actually help engage against the fighters. If I can take them on one by one, we'll be alright. I do have a Nimrod available on station, so I'm going to get that into a covered position over here. Nimrod's going to start engaging. Okay, looks like we took out that aircraft. I don't know whether that was my aircraft or their aircraft, so I'm not entirely sure there. I'm going to bring in our other guy here. We do have a Nimrod moving up to support. Okay, so the Focke-Wulf is going to be important. Right, we're chasing the LA5. Looks like it is smoking here. Chase it off the map. Okay, Focke-Wulf 190 moving in. Looks like he's got some AA over here now. Okay, let's pull back. Pull back, let the Focke-Wulf deal with that. Okay, looks like they're both evacing. Okay. Have that drop back. Looks like the Focke-Wulf is falling back over here as well. Yeah, that AA. Okay, the Nimrods are very strong. They are very important to have. I'm not actually bringing my artillery in here. Apologies, I did forget about this one as well. Okay. What I'm going to do then is start... Let's see. So fire on this position over here. Ooh, okay, we actually do see this. Okay, let's unload you. There we go. See, I need to get better at micro in this game, actually. I'm really not very good at that. Okay, move up into the forest. Move up with the reconnaissance over here so I can get an idea of what's going on. Okay, my D5 is on station at the moment. I'm out of reconnaissance here at this moment in time, so I don't really have an idea of what's going on. I'm going to bring in another Junkers. Okay, the Nimrods did do a very good job. Okay, begin to push up over this way. Okay, I've got a lot of infantry I could bring in here. So I'm going to bring these guys in. More infantry over this way. Okay, we are seeing... Is this my own artillery, or is this the counter-battery fire? I'm not entirely certain of that. Okay. Right, let's get back from this position here. Right, reverse. They're going to move up over that way. Again, a little bit of lag there. Not gonna lie, sometimes it just gives a little bit of a bonus. Okay, keep on pushing here. I don't know what happened there. Oh, I think he disconnected or something of that nature. I'm not entirely sure if Grim disconnected there. But overall, that was a good match. What's up there, Battling Geezer? How you doing there, my friend? Good to have you. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if Grim disconnected there, but that was a good match. That was a good match. I think it would have been very intriguing as things went on, actually. But nice result there. Oh, he DC'd. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, that was turned into a good match. The deck, well, the division there did perform quite well in the early phase. Let's take a look. Focke-Wulf 190. I mean, this is it. It's just all about trying to gain that value of the Focke-Wulf 190s. Now, sometimes I may not even notice if they're actually doing what I need them to do. Sometimes my micro isn't too great there. But we did see them doing fairly well. They were able to keep on station and keep in control of the skies, actually. And if we take a look over here, the Gal did take out the AA, mortar, scout car, the turret. Yeah, I need to get better with my tanks. I don't think I'm very good with my tank usage. The Focke-Wulf 90 over here, the Dome, to take out another AA vehicle and armored car, as well as a LA5N. LAF5FN, sorry. The 40mm gun over here did take out a BA-10. 40mm took out two of these Stuart light tanks. Focke-Wulf 190 FA did take out this infantry unit here. The Hussars, NKVD, Shrelky, Junkers 875, the Barna took out two. Yeah, this is our cluster munitions. Took out two of these Stuart light tanks, the Infire Bells, and the Valentine command tank. That was a nice kill there. The 76.5mm took out the Strelky, but then again, it was mostly for the suppression than anything else. The Turnaround 1 did take out some NKVD, looks like an actual leader unit over here as well. So I suppose, maybe it traded, but I don't know how much they would have been worth. I can't remember how much this guy's worth. The Hussars over here, Strelky and Dazor. The Junkers 875, yeah, this vehicle, I think that was an artillery piece there, 280mm artillery piece perhaps. Hussars, okay, so kind of trade with those guys. Yeah, so overall, I think that was a good match there against Grim Harbinger. I think it's an interesting deck. I think it's a very interesting deck. I mean, we did... this is it. It's the air power that really does lead with this division, I think. It's really quite good with that sort of air power. It's like the infantry... I don't think... We don't advance too far in Phase A to a degree. We sort of pick our points what we want to hold, and then we go for them and try and hold them onto them as much as possible there, really. But the Focke-Wulf really did do a lot of work. That Stuart did alright, yeah, so that was a Stuart that took out our turret there. So yeah, I need to get better at actually using the tanks and having them in covered positions there. Okay. That was a very interesting unit of Strelky there. 3 stars, I mean it was elite or something of that nature, I'm not entirely sure. But overall, that was very good. Yeah, we didn't lose too much. I did lose a Junkers 88 D1, so that must have been what was shot down. So that was from the actual LA5, LA5FN. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Grim. Yeah, we figured they disconnected, unfortunately. But that was a good game, man. Thank you very much for helping me test out the actual division. It was quite interesting, actually. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try out another game over here, then. Okay, so we'll create another 1v1 here, then. Or maybe on a different map or something of that nature. How many 1v1s is there? Is that a 1v1? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. Allies versus Axis. I mean, we could have like as any, but we'll go ahead with this one. Now, I don't think... I think I might have played this map once. I'm not entirely certain, actually. Whew, I tell you what, it does take a lot of commentating here, doesn't it? Okay, so this would be 2v2. I might make this, say, 1v1, actually. It is a larger map, isn't it? I was not expecting all those aircraft. Yeah, see, this is the thing. It's like, if the enemy force is only using light AA, I will use that against them, because the elite Focke-Wulfs, well, the veteran, I think they're veteran Focke-Wulfs, they will go and take them out. It's like, I will use them as a pair to take out that AA and overwhelm it and take it out piecemeal. Like, viewers might have noticed that I very much do concentrate on the enemy's anti-air capabilities above all else for the most part. I guess we might play this as a 2v2, actually. Yeah, the Gaz AA. And it's an MG gun at the end of the day. It's really there for that sort of firepower over time, actually. And it's obviously like the cannons that do have the capability. Feel free to join again there, Grim, if you want to play on the same team as me. That could be quite fun. Yeah, the heavy AA was dangerous, but then again, it's one of these of where I've been looking to locate it and isolate it and just really trying to overwhelm it, actually. But then again, it's one of these things, isn't it? It's like, when it comes into the Phase B and then into the Phase C, it's like I've already had my air power on from Phase A, and the air power has been growing. So it's one of these things, it's like, sure, the opponent will bring on the heavy AA, but the way to well, I suppose the way to counter? Bloody hell. Yeah, I suppose the way to counter this deck would be towards having the heavy AA towards the start. But even then, it's one of these things of, like, cost versus benefit. Like, the air power has practically infinite range, while the AA gun has limited range. So, of course, you could try to deprive me of access to a certain area, but then, of course, I could always switch to the other side of the map. But then again, it's like, of course, you could try to counter that, but then you put in more into AA, and then the infantry comes in there. But this is it. I think my nemesis is probably heavy armor, perhaps. Okay, so we've got somebody here playing on the Axis side alongside with us. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they're using the same sort of deck layout. Yeah. I mean, this is it. The infantry was pretty good, actually. You did have better infantry, probably. Like, you would have had more SMGs. The good news was I had... yeah, that sort of... I don't know what you would call it. Just air cover, really. I'll just back in just a moment here, guys. So, just 2 moments. Okay, and I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I tell you what, I wish the music of this game would keep on playing afterwards. It's really nice music. Now, I suppose we could maybe try a 1v1 or something of that nature. Not entirely sure. Oh, here we go. We've got a opponent over here. Now, this is interesting. I think he's running potentially like the Juggernaut or something they call it, which is basically like you have lots of points in the C phase. Okay, so we'll wait for them to ready up. Waiting for my ally to ready up here. But I could try to go, but then again, I'd like him to be ready. Even today, you don't know if somebody's doing something. Whenever he's ready. Oh, those balance points, okay. See, I'm not that good at this game. I'm not very good. The thing is, with the 184th, it does not have any real heavy tanks. Well, if it makes you feel any better, like, the only tank I get is a Turan. It's cool. It probably has its uses, maybe, somewhere. I guess we'll go ahead and try that. He did join after all. I don't know, we'll give it a go. I'm assuming that the 9 and the 8 is their ranks or something of that nature, so this might be a nice test. Oof. We'll try to go for the victory, but we'll have to see how things go, really. Yeah, the M5s and the Valentine. Yeah. I mean, sorry about your Valentine there. I did focus that with the actual cluster munitions. It's one of those things like that Valentine is super goddamn slow. So yeah, okay. So let's take a look at this then. So this is a different battlefield than one I believe I played, but we do have fundamentally the same sort of layout of the terrain here. We do have a central commanding position. We do have the towns on the flanks over here. Not so much over on this flank over here, but definitely on this flank here. So this is where, as the Hungarians, we wish to fight. So let's go ahead here then, and let's go ahead and deploy our forces. And we'll play as if we were playing in solo anyhow. I think that is the best way to always go about things. If you perform as if you were fighting yourself, then you're probably okay. Now, deploying the reconnaissance over here, so what I'm going to do then is look towards potentially this position here. Oh, thank you very much there, J Street. Really appreciate my dude. Always good to have you here. And we can split, defend the middle ridge. Whoops. I don't know how you get rid of this. Ah, scheiße. Okay, oh, there we go. Okay, that's good then. Probably first time we're playing online with somebody else here, actually. Okay, we'll have them unloaded this position there, then they can move up. Okay, I'm gonna have the actual reconnaissance move into this church over here. Just seems like a really fitting position, actually. So he wants to take that side. Actually, you know what? I think I played this map before, haven't I? Okay. We'll try and make a push here. Right. Yeah. No, it was good. It was a good fight. Not going to say anything else about that, dude. That was a good fight. Definitely need to get into this position here. Okay, so what I'm going to be looking at doing then is having a decent amount of infantry over on this side. So we'll deploy 2 of them together here. And, yes, okay. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is bring in the 2 Focke-Wulf 190s there just from the get-go. Bring in my reconnaissance over that way. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my artillery piece over this way. I need to get better using them. Oh, thank you very much there, J Street, once again. Good luck trying to outdo THG when it comes to butchering his own army. Oh dear. Ah, does THG play this? That'd be kind of cool. Have to have like a grudge match. Okay, bring in our AT gun here. AT gun over this way. Okay, I'm gonna bring in a leader over here actually. Could do with some infantry to push up this flank. But let's see. I'd like to have a AT gun to actually defend this area here. So what we're going to do then is actually bring in another AT gun. That is actually going to go ahead and try and push on this position. Right, so I'm going to have you position yourself about there. I want you to cover this road just in case. I could potentially have you move it further, actually. We'll see. Maybe there. Could potentially have them out in the, yeah, I'll have them move into the central town there. Yeah, there we go. Actually, I'll have you deploy in this area here. I don't know, actually. Might not be a bad idea to have one here in the center. Maybe. No. Okay. You can deploy over in the central position about there. Why don't you just try and cover the roads? You're going to go ahead and deploy over in this position here. I'm going to have some infantry to go ahead and support you. Going to bring in some reconnaissance over this way too. Okay, move up over there. What I'm going to do here then... yeah, I can understand that, my dude. I mean, it always sucks, doesn't it, like when your intel gives out. But no, don't want you to do that. I know it wasn't your fault at all. Okay, bringing a tool on over here. He can move into the center of town. Okay. And yeah, I'm good to go here. Oh, actually no, didn't actually give him orders, did I? Damn it. Okay. Move up over there. What I'll do is tell them to move up over this way here, just give them orders out. Okay, have you move up there. Okay, and off we go anyway. Okay, bring in our air power. There we go. I could try to push up to that position there, actually. Okay, let's try and cause some havoc here. Okay, need to take my gun, which is here. There we go. Right, does anybody know what the actual hotkeys are? Okay. Okay, move up there. There we go. Pin them down here. Deal with that gun. Hotkeys for doing literally anything, to be honest. I really don't know the hotkeys. Okay, let's have them unload over here. Okay, unload. Okay, I'm looking towards bringing in a Fokker Wolf soon, actually. Okay, actually, Junkers might not be a bad idea. Right, where the hell's that turret going? Okay. Okay, move up. Okay, you move in there. You move in there. Okay, gonna bring in the Junkers. I don't know what a, okay, that looks like some sort of AA. Okay, let's go ahead and get the fighters on this. Okay, I'm gonna bring in the actual Junkers over this way. Looks like his armored vehicle there, but that's not too much of an issue. Yeah, PPSH over there. Okay. Okay, move the reconnaissance over. Okay, I'm looking for a target here. Bringing the Fokker Wolf on 90. Bring up some air support over this side. I'm not seeing where the enemy is here at the moment. Okay, I'm going to begin to push up over this way. Ah, there we go. Right, falling back over to this side. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in some additional infantry over this way. Okay, move up over this way. Yeah, looks like they're pushing on the left. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'd love to take another look at the left, but I just don't really have that much of an idea of what's going on at the moment. Okay, there, evac in. Okay, I could do another vehicle, really. Right, get you out of dodge. Okay, we'll move our reconnaissance across the front here. He's looking pretty good. He's got a Tiger E and shit like that, so he's doing okay. Okay, let's go ahead and move up over this way. Okay, Turon's moving up. Yeah, go get into position. Okay, I'm gonna bring the Junkers over here. Have them hit that position there. Okay, let's move up. Move you up. There we go. Get infantry into play. Drone's coming in. Junkers is coming in there. Okay, we've got our Fokker Wolf. Okay, I'm going to bring that in over here on this T-34. It's not quite the right vehicle, I'm not going to lie. He could probably do with air support over in this way, so I'm going to bring in their Junkers over this way. Yeah, he's been pushed here heavily. Okay, bring you over that way. Okay, push up into the town. Right, try and deal with that. Okay, he's got a Tiger over there. Wow, okay. That's not something I find too easy to deal with. Okay, crew's been killed. Yeah, that's dead, pretty much. Okay, don't know what that is. That's an enemy unit. Okay, get some fire on. Right, get them out. Okay, bring in a Fokker Wolf. Right, gonna keep it on station over this way. I could do with some more well, AT, sorry. But having more A is not, well, air power. Air power, that's what I'm looking for. English, do you speak it, son? Okay, let's move them in over here. That's a good position. Okay, I do have a fighter support on station again. Okay, bring them in. Fokker Wolf is ready. Okay, bring it in over there. Right, have the fighters go ahead and deal with anything light. Okay. Ooh, big tank coming in there. Bringing another Fokker Wolf. Yeah, he's got A. Okay. Did I lose my... Okay, so I still got all of them. I think I've lost the aircraft. Oof, that's a lot. Yeah, it's looking pretty bad. I mean, like, I find it difficult to do, like, sort of, like, what do you want to call it? Heavy. Okay, that's a good target there. Okay, what I'm gonna do here then, look towards bringing some more infantry in here. Infantry is definitely great. Okay, let's look at some more artillery. Right, you're out of actual ammunition here. Okay, what we're gonna do then is actually smoke this up. Oh, we see an SU-88 there. I think that's a Nashorn. Right, bringing support over this way. Okay, you're falling back here. Okay, find that position. Move up. Move up, take that position there. Right, you move into the town. Okay, let's bring in a lot of our power over this way. Okay, bring in our own fighter here. Let's go ahead and try and take out these commands. Right, go on, take that out. You need to take that out. I think it's dropping its bombs. Yeah, now we're going in. There we go. Looking good. Okay, big push there. What I'm going to do then is actually bring up a Jagdpanzer to this position here. Sorry, I'll bring up, yeah. That's what I was looking for. There we go. Okay, I need some infantry to push on that position there. Okay. Oh, don't be such an old man. Yeah, there's AA here. Okay, let's go ahead and deal with that. Right, enemy fighter there. Okay, let's bring on some Nimrods. There we go, bring the Nimrods on. Okay. Move in there. Right, losing out there. Okay, let's bring in some actual support. Artillery. Oh, that got taken out. God damn it. I think this one's going to be lost. Yeah, that Focke-Wulf's got to get out of there. Okay, let's bring it, ideally it brings itself over towards here. Right, okay. Did I lose my Focke-Wulf? Yeah, I lost my Focke-Wulf. God damn it. I think it's harder to manage a 2v2. That's because I don't know what my ally is doing. So I can imagine it'd be one of those where if you had voice communications, you'd probably find it a lot easier. Okay. Bring on the 105 guns. Is it 105s or the 76 millions? I think... No, these are the 105s. Okay. Okay, let's try and take these out. Okay, let's try and regain control of the skies.
Megtámadom az ellenséget. Vettem, úton vagyok.
Okay.
Itt nagyszerű a kilátás. Halottnak veheti őket.
Nimrod needs to engage on that.
Teli találat.
Uram, igen, uram!
Ez a cucc mindjárt szétesít. Igen, uram.
Yeah, generally you think it's harder to manage a 2v2 because I'm like always worrying about what my ally's doing.
Támadásra készen álló irányítás.
Okay, not particularly the best idea there then, I guess. Right, evac. Okay, let's bring in artillery. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for some sort of... Yeah, there we go. There's AT potential.
3 óránál erősebb alatt állok.
There we go.
Baszhatjuk.
Kész vagyok harckocsikat robbantgatni, uram.
Actually, you hold that position there.
Pont, uram.
Okay.
Készen állunk, uram. Én vagyok a főnök.
Need some more infantry over here.
Trófeavadászatra készen állok. Puma 6 készenlétben.
Right, bring my Fokker Wolves on. Okay. Right. Target that T-34.
Baszhatjuk.
Tisztán és világosan hall.
Okay. See, I've lost quite a lot of my air power here.
Támadásra készen állok.
Ah, there we go. Right, go take you out. Right, I'm gonna have one of them brought over here, try and deviate the path. Oh, God, that AA is really doing a number on us. Right, at least the Nimrod should be able to get in action here. Yep, Nimrod's gonna get in action. Yeah, we're really doing badly here. To be honest, I think this would be a lot easier if I were playing a 1v1, just because at least I know what I was managing.
Kiiktatva.
Okay, pull back over here. Bring in the artillery over this position. I can't seem to touch these vehicles over here, and that's irritating me.
Morfiumra van szükségünk.
Páncélvadás készenlétben.
Okay, unload.
Nyugi fiúk, az ellenség közel van. Kell egy fuvar.
Okay, so need some reconnaissance. Got to bring in an armored car here for that quick moving recon.
Visszalőnek. Készen állok, uram. Utasításaink vannak.
Okay. Yeah, that's not good.
Eltaláltak. Szűrjük őket. Készen állok, uram.
Okay.
Helye indulni. Szurony szegez.
Damn my turn.
Eltaláltak.
Yeah, I'm not able to make use of my division here. Okay, what I'm going to do then is actually bring on another Hetzer. Bring up a Hetzer down there.
Készen állok, uram. Ellenség előttünk. Sorakozó futólépésben.
Okay.
Igaz utasításai. Eltaláltak. Megfigyelőre van szüksége, uram.
Right, I'm going to bring up a flamethrower team over this way. Okay. TUS coming in. Right, there we go. So it looks like that headset is a threat. Yeah, definitely considers it a threat. God damn it, it'll set me up.
Ismételje meg irányítás.
Okay. What's the evac button? Evac.
Eltaláltak.
See, this is it. I wish I had more Nimrods.
A szakasz felsorakozott és készen áll.
Ah, there we go. Okay, take that position out there. Okay, move up the infantry over this way. Yeah, they're pinned down and doomed.
Figyelünk.
Ah.
Nem bírjuk tovább.
Those usually be. Okay, that's good to know.
Figyeljenek a századosra. Szússzuk őket.
Okay.
Begyújtva, uram. Támadunk.
Yeah, I do wish I had more AA. Like, my AA is really on this side to support my ally. I'm gonna have to probably bring some of that back. Though, at least it's in position here. Right, move up the Nimrods. Right, unload at this position over here.
Ezeken a koordinátákon fogsz kiszállni. Elkaptuk őket. Eltaláltak. A szakasz felsorakozott és készen áll.
Jeez. Wow.
Elhasználtuk minden összeinket, uram. Mi a helyzet, uram?
Természetesen, uram.
Taxi kézzellétben. Támadás!
Utasítás.
Fogjuk az utcainkat és menjünk. Harckocsi elhárításra készen, uram. Ellenségünk lenne, álljanak készen.
Try and push across here.
Biztosítani
Okay, bring some artillery. Yeah, you've been doomed.
Ellenség láthatáron.
Bring in some reconnaissance over here to spot those tanks.
Morfiumra van szükségünk.
Halott. Elhasználtuk minden.
Okay, go on, Nimrod. Yeah, see, they need that line of sight, don't they?
Megviszlős mindenre, ami mozog. A hintója előállt, uram.
Right, begin to push up towards that position there. I think my ally's doing well. I think I should have had more faith in him, actually, because I've been watching his side more than I've been watching my own.
Elhasználtuk minden összeinket, uram. Honvédek készen. Nyugi fiúk, az ellenség közel van. Uram? Végállomás. Egy kis plusz tűzerőre van szüksége?
Okay. Bring in some supports over here, get these guys fueled up. Okay, you hold your position here.
Megtaláljuk őket.
Right, you get in there. Load in there.
Ezeken a koordinátákon fogsz kiszállni.
Okay, these artilleries are going to make a difference now. I wish you could get into this sort of level a little bit more often. Do you like the look of them, actually?
Igen, uram.
Right, move for that higher ground.
Ezt tudod elfolyt.
Okay, looks like it's trying to advance up.
Készen állok, uram.
Okay, push up, push, 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 push.
Megfigyelőre van szüksége, uram. Mindenki kifelé.
Okay, begin to push here.
Felsorakozott és készen áll.
Kigyulladt.
Yeah, that tiger's really tough to deal with.
Ragadozó készenlétben. Figyelő Szergelyre. Hol van rá szüksége? Vettem.
Yeah, there's a lot of AA there.
Kigyulladt. Próbáld befogni, figyeljenek a századosra.
Yeah, look at that, just knocks them out of the air. So that seems to be the way to, like, respond to the enemy's air power then. Seems like you have to mash your AA. So we need to figure out a way to deal with that. Just look at that, that's just ridiculous. Okay, my guy's gonna start reloading. Why are they doing that? I don't like them being so close to each other. I think they came under fire. Okay. Yeah, and I think we lost there. We definitely lost there. Yep, major defeat. So that was interesting. I think that was a really difficult one. I think I'm going to say that I prefer 1v1s, mostly because you know exactly what's going on. I'm going to have to get used to playing with somebody else, actually. But, I don't know, it was quite interesting. Let's see. So I equaled my teammate over here, but obviously I did lose... I didn't lose... I lost a little bit more. Yeah, that AAA was really rough. I think the issue was I was like overwatching my ally more than I was actually watching my own shit, really. The Fokker Wolves did okay there. Yeah, I mean, this is the issue here. We don't really have much to do with like mass amounts of armor. Yeah, these ZSUs really did do a number on us. Just mass ZSUs. I think that's it. Once we started to lose that, we did lose control there. Yeah, that's right, isn't it really? The unit density does change. I do like the 1v1. I like a slower paced game that builds up. Like, I'd love to play with, like, lower points. I think that's where I do enjoy the game more, actually. But that was pretty interesting. That was pretty interesting. We'll have to figure out another deck, potentially, to use maybe games like that, actually. We'll see. Yeah, 2v2 places more emphasis on tanks and higher points. 1v1 is more infantry based. Yeah, I think this is it. It's like with this deck, it's more so about having the infantry move into position. I don't know if I like that map too much. I think I would prefer to have gone on the left flank, actually, more so than the right. The right was more so, yeah, it was more so the actual fields and trees and stuff like that, which fair enough. We did have some like urban territory, or some urban areas, but that was more so to the enemy's position towards their side of the map. I think I might have been able to do better on the left side of the map. Still, I'll have to see if I can find somebody to play alongside or against, actually. I'd like to go ahead and play maybe against Egodep Maxentius or something of that nature, or maybe against Richard York if he gets us, or just really whoever, actually. You can play Wargaming Red Dragon. You know, I really did like Wargaming Red Dragon. Like, I'm going to say, like, at the moment, I think in some ways Wargaming Red Dragon, it's almost easier to understand. I feel like you had a better camera. I feel like the camera was better in Wargame Red Dragon. I think the maps felt larger. I don't know if they're larger on this, but they did feel larger on Red Dragon, actually. Maybe it's due to the fact that engagement was very much, well, could be at far greater distances. I don't know, actually. I mean, of course, this game's still in beta. Be released in some time, what is it, next month or something of that nature, or sometime soon. And so I suppose they've still got time to improve it. But it's an okay game. I like it. It's okay. Something a little bit different. It's nice to try and go ahead and play like an RTS every now and then. Yeah. We did have some units that did do well, like these Hussars over here. They did well in the town over there. It's just the issue that I don't really get much chance to use some of these other units. I need to get better at micromanaging, actually. But then again, I'm going to say that comes down to actually learn more hotkeys. I feel like the artillery... it's okay, but I don't know if I'd start with the artillery again, actually. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But, yeah, we'll go ahead and call it here then, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much. And thank you very much there to Grim for giving me a spectacular first game there. That was really good, actually. Really nice to play against you. And hopefully we can do that in the future, actually, because that was a lot of fun. I do wish you a good day, and I wish all of you have a equally as good of a day, or evening as well. So if you guys have enjoyed this, please do go ahead and consider subscribing to myself on Twitch and YouTube. Really appreciate it. I mean, of course, if you'd like to subscribe on Twitch, that is worth a lot more. Would be appreciated. And of course, do follow me on both sides. So that is XDRG on YouTube and on Twitch. And of course, you can find my content over there on YouTube primarily. Until next time, thank you and goodbye, guys. Have a great time. Goodbye for now.